Hello everyone, I'm Ally Sherrick and I'm a time tunneler, and today I've decided to talk to you about dragons because I've just received in the post the audiobook version of my story The Buried Crown, and in my story The Buried Crown there are dragons. I don't know if you can see that one on the cover. The story was inspired by a very famous discovery just before the start of the Second World War called the Sutton Hoo ship burial discovery. And inside one of these mounds, the archaeologists discovered some amazing Anglo-Saxon treasure which they think belonged to a king of those days called King Raedwald. And included amongst those treasures was a dragon. And I'm going to show you a postcard here. This is the dragon, and it appeared on the shield belonging to the king, and it's made of precious gold and garnets, which you can just see studied there. And the Anglo-Saxons loved dragons. They believed in two different sorts. Those that they called worms, spelt W-Y-R-M-S, and they slithered along the ground. They didn't have wings. And then they believed in other dragons which were called drakes, and those were the type with wings that used to fly in the air and breathe fire as they went. And they also believed that dragons lived in burial mounds, a little bit like the ones at Sutton Hoo that you can see here on the cover, and that they liked nothing better than to guard lots of treasure. And a very famous writer, writing in the 20th century, a man called J.R.R. Tolkien, came up with a story inspired by these Anglo-Saxon dragons, and it was The Hobbit. And here is a picture of Smaug, who is Tolkien's dragon in The Hobbit, guarding the treasure pile. And you can just see Bilbo Baggins there meeting Smaug on his search for his own treasure. Okay, so I thought maybe for the writing challenge today we could go on a dragon hunt, and perhaps we could find a dragon of our own. I've got a dragon in my own story, The Buried Crown, but I want you to come up with your very own dragon, and I want you to think about whether it's a good dragon or a bad dragon. They don't always have to be bad. I want you to think about how it might look, what its appearance might be. Also, I want you to think about whether it has any special powers. It might breathe fire like the drakes from the Anglo-Saxon legends, but it might do something completely different as well, something very special to it. I'd also like you to think about what it might be guarding, what special item of treasure in particular it might be guarding. And don't forget to give your dragon a name, because all great characters have to have names, okay? So that's your challenge this time, and I wish you happy dragon hunting. Bye.